this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your October 2017 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. So Leo, for this reading, I'm using the Witch's Tarot deck, along with the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and then I'm also going to be pulling you a Whispers of Love Oracle card. But if you are looking for additional guidance over on Vimeo, I will have the October 2017 Love Tarot forecast posted on Vimeo. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Alright, so the overall energy for you guys, Leo, for the month of October is the Four of Cups. Okay. So with the Four of Cups, you know, the Four of Cups for me can represent several different things. It can represent for some of you maybe feeling emotionally bored or flat. It can be a lonesome sort of energy as well. Let's see what's underneath it. Okay, so that's quite interesting. We have this Four of Cups here. Underneath it, I actually have the King of Wands. So there definitely could be some Leos watching this that you're feeling emotionally bored, flat, maybe even lonesome. Underneath this King of Wands, I do have the Ten of Pentacles, so that's quite interesting. There could be some married Leos that are maybe actually feeling like this. Now the Four of Cups also can represent an offer, an opportunity that's coming in, especially for those single Leos. There could be an opportunity that's coming in that maybe you weren't expecting. It could be from a person that's not your usual type. Sometimes with the Four of Cups, it can represent an offer of love that's coming in, and it's not necessarily something you wanted, or it's not what you were hoping for, but it very well could still be a blessing. So for some of you, for those of you that are single, there could be an offer of love that's coming in, but maybe it's just from someone that you wouldn't normally date. Right at the center, we do have the Lover's card. We have the Lover's card crossed by the Nine of Cups here. So, you know, this is quite interesting. For those of you that are single, again, there could be an offer of love that's coming in, but maybe this person isn't your usual type here. But with the Lover's card, for me, it can represent that very strong physical connection or chemistry. So, you know, maybe there is a strong attraction here for some of you. Also, that person might be a Gemini. There could be a Gemini connection here. With the Nine of Cups here, in this position, for some of you, you might have had some sort of wish come true, because the Nine of Cups represents emotional abundance. It's also a wish card. So for some of you on the relationship front, there could have been a wish come true, absolutely. For those of you that it's not on the relationship front, the Lover's card can represent a choice. And now for some of you with the Nine of Cups, yes, things could have went in your favor. You know, you could have made a decision, or you could have heard a decision. You could have received a decision that made you very happy with the Nine of Cups. But then for other Leos, because it's a general reading, with the Four of Cups here and then some other energies that you have here, I think that maybe you're waiting on a decision, and that's the challenge for you here right at the start of the month. Just the start. That doesn't mean it's going to continue, but right at the start of the month here, that could be the challenge for you, is something going in your favor, that wish coming true. But stay positive, Leo. At your foundation, we have the Hanged Man. So I think that some of you have been maybe waiting on a decision. Could be waiting on a relationship, waiting on a person to make a decision. Sometimes the Lover's card can represent a situation involving three people. So there could be some Leos watching this that, you know, maybe there's been a situation involving three people. You could have been waiting for someone to make a decision. With the Hanged Man at your foundation, some of you maybe felt stuck, or you were just kind of in limbo when it comes to this particular matter, and that can explain this Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Just emotionally not in a bad place, but not satisfied, wanting something more for yourself emotionally, definitely. So I see some of you definitely waiting previously. There could have been some Leos that this is a voluntary energy. You went off, maybe you took a break from a relationship. For some of you, you needed some time alone. Now in the more recent past, we do have the King of Pentacles. So there could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn person that was very significant here in the recent past. So maybe some of you, this is your significant other, or this is the person you are waiting on. If this isn't on the love front, this could be on the career front for some Leos. Maybe waiting on a financial opportunity or waiting on a decision, maybe from the company you work for, or maybe waiting on landing a new job or something like that, something involving finances or your career here. Now, crowning you, this is very interesting. Crowning you, we have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, this is pointing to a situation involving three people. Can be a love triangle, but not necessarily. It could also be something on the business front. Any situation involving three people, a difficult situation with the Three of Swords. Now, for some of you, because this is crowning you, there could be some Leos watching this that maybe you feel hurt. The Three of Swords can obviously represent loss and heartache. But it is a swords card, so it's not always just pain, loss, heartache, sadness. It can represent mental frustration, disappointment. So I think that for some of you, because you're still waiting on something to come through, this is some disappointment that you feel right at the start of the month. And I want to point that out because around the second week, energy that's coming up in the near future, we do have the Sun. So you're going to see a shift in energy. This is very positive. This is a healing energy. So for those of you that experience some sort of disappointment or heartache or sadness or frustration around a particular matter, there's going to be this really amazing energy that's coming in for you around the second week. So for some of you, this is just, energy-wise, you just feel amazing here. This is happiness. This is content. There could be some Leos that you're in the spotlight in some way around this time. People are just very attracted to your energy. If you were down about something, again, this is the energy shifting. This is some healing that's coming in for you. And also something could be highlighted here. So there could be some Leos that you're finding something out, and maybe what you're finding out is making you very happy here around the second week. And for some of you, it very well could be that decision coming through or that wish coming through, Leo. In the position of your power, this is very interesting. We actually have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords isn't automatically negative. I just want to point that out. It's not automatically negative. It can mean several different things. And because we actually have a couple of sevens here, the number 7 could be significant for some of you. So maybe something's been going on for 7 months, 7 weeks for some of you. But the Seven of Swords in the position of your power, for many of you, this is maybe you acting alone. This is an independent energy. So there could be something you're working on, something you're doing, and you're maybe going at it alone. This is that independent energy. So if something maybe disappointed you, or there was some sort of loss, or you weren't happy with the situation with the Four of Cups, because this can be someone who wants more for themselves. They're not satisfied. And here with the Sun, something could be highlighted. You could be finding something out here, and maybe there are some Leos that you're choosing around the third week to move on, to go your separate way, to go at it alone here with this energy. It's also a risky energy. So some of you could be taking some sort of risk by doing this, by moving forward on your own. And then of course, the more negative side of the Seven of Swords would be someone acting shady, someone trying to get away with something. So there could be some Leos that, because we have the Sun here, that could be highlighted. Something that was once hidden or in the dark, something that you were unaware of, Leo, could be coming to light around the second, third week, finding out about someone or something that maybe you were unaware of. And it might not be the most positive for all of you because it's a general reading, but it will benefit you down the road, because if it is something that's coming out into the open, it was something that you needed to become aware of. So maybe there's someone around you who was lying, or maybe someone who's acting shady, and you're finding out about it here. Now, in the position of how those around you are viewing you, we have the Seven of Cups. So for some of you watching this, if a relationship has just ended, maybe this person was lying to you or acting shady. For some of you, if a relationship has just ended, I mean, I don't see you honestly. Yes, we have the Three of Swords here, but again, that's not going to be heartbreak for all of you. You don't have this heavy emotional energy here. So I'm not seeing you wallowing in this. I'm not seeing you really going through, you know, great emotional pain or anything like that. But for those of you that are going through a loss and a relationship is ending, with the Seven of Cups here in this position, you're already moving on. You're already looking at your other options. So, you know, again, I don't see you kind of dwelling in this. I don't see you really just not moving on. I see you moving on. I see you looking at some other options here, definitely with the Seven of Cups. You have other options. You have other suitors here. And there's other people definitely attracted to your energy here, Leo. And that's really for those of you that maybe, you know, you found out something here and you chose to move on, go your separate way, and you do have other suitors here. For other Leos, with the Seven of Cups here, the Seven of Cups, for some of you, it's you needing to maybe narrow it down, needing to see things realistically, needing to cut through any BS or any confusion. If someone is BSing you, this is you really needing to see things realistically, needing to see things for how they really are, or someone's true colors, definitely here with this combination. And then in the hopes and fears, you have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is a worker energy. Some of you are hoping to be able to build, manifest, create, definitely. For those of you that are business owners, with this combination, if you are a business owner, maybe you're suspecting an employee of maybe some sort of, you know, shadiness, you know, maybe stealing or something like that. And so some of you might be watching your employees or an employee if you're a business owner. For those of you that don't want to get caught, don't do anything, you know, don't do anything sneaky here around the third week. But that's only for a small number of you. Now, energy that you're leaving the month with, Leo, and going into November, you actually have the Nine of Pentacles here. So you have a couple of nines here as well. And nines can point to you getting closer to completing a cycle within your life. But this is really wonderful. For some of you, that wish that maybe was a challenge here right at the beginning of the month is now coming through here at the end of the month. So for some Leos, this is you ending the month on a high note. This could be a wish that's coming through, absolutely. The Nine of Pentacles obviously represents financial abundance. This is having that financial security, living comfortably. But the Nine of Pentacles is also a card of status, and it's a very independent energy. So some of you are maybe newly single, or some of you are moving forward, moving on, doing your own thing here, and you're in a really good place. So financially, I think it's going to be a wonderful month for you. Obviously, you're all going to resonate with these messages differently. I suggest watching not just your sun sign, but watch your moon, watch your rising signs as well to get the most insight here. But let me pull you some clarifying cards very quickly. I want to take a look at this Three of Swords. All right. Clarifying the Three of Swords for Leo. Clarifying the Three of Swords for Leo for October. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords for Leo. For a small number of you, if you were waiting on a decision about a job, that could be coming through right at the end of the month. So if you're a Leo that was waiting on maybe news regarding your business, or waiting on maybe some sort of opportunity, or even to land a new job, that could be coming through right at the end of the month. For some of you, you could be finding out about this around the second week, and maybe some of you towards the end of the month are doing your thing here. Okay, so that's very interesting. I want to actually now take a look at the Seven of Swords. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords for Leo. clarifying the Seven of Swords for Leo. Okay, very interesting. All right, so clarifying the Three of Swords, Leo, we have the Knight of Rods, the Queen of Rods, and the Five of Rods. Lots of rods here, lots of fiery energy. So some of you, you know, if this was a breakup or if you're finding out about someone, you know, acting shady, lying to you in some way, Leo, I don't think you're going to deal with it. You're a fire sign, you're a Leo. I don't think you're going to stand for it, to be honest. That's what I'm getting here. With the Five of Rods, there could be misunderstandings, definitely. There could be some clashing that's taking place for some of you. But I think that you're already moving on. You know, you're not staying in this energy. With the Knight of Rods and the Queen of Rods, you're moving forward. This was some sort of challenging situation or energy that you were dealing with, but with this combination, you're moving forward. The Queen of Rods is very optimistic. She's very, very fiery, very ambitious. And with this energy, I think you're already moving forward. You're getting away from a challenging situation here. If this is on the work front and you were dealing with some competition, that can be the Three of Swords, disappointment around a work situation here. Maybe dealing with a lot of competition. I think that, you know, that's ending as well. Things are moving forward. Things are happening. You're not staying in this energy. There could be something taking place around the second week. It's making you very happy. For some of you, might even be traveling for work here. And now in the position of your power, we have that Seven of Swords, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So you have the Seven of Cups twice. So some of you definitely have some options around you. You have to make some choices here. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is a karmic energy. You know, what you put out always comes back your way. So if there was a shady character around you, just know that, you know, they might have some karma they have to deal with. But some of you are going to have to cut through someone's BS, basically. With the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups here, some of you have to basically see someone or see something for what it really is. And I think you're going to do that. If something was done to you, don't worry. You know, this person has some karmic energy that's coming their way. But some of you are going to have to see through maybe someone's BS, basically. See things for what they really are with this combination. And then for other Leos, you might need to take a chance. Again, this is a risky energy, and sometimes when an opportunity presents itself to you, you know, we all have free will, so you have to maybe make a decision here, Leo, around this time, whether or not you want to take this chance, take this risk. But just make sure with the Seven of Cups, make sure that this is a realistic opportunity. It's something that's good for you. But let's pull you some additional guidance cards. Additional guidance for Leo for the month of October. What does Leo need to know? All right, so I actually want to choose from these cards here. Leo, October. Here we go. And then I'm also pulling you a Whispers of Love Oracle card as well, focusing on love and relationship matters for Leo for the month of October. What does Leo need to know? Please show me. There we go. All right, so very interesting. If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. So if you get nervous, focus on service. And also work with the law of attraction. You know, what you do, what you think, it's all energy. So what you put out comes back to you. So try to remain positive, definitely, with how you handle things, with your thoughts, with your energy. How can you make the world a better place? You know, ask yourself this. Set those intentions. how can you serve others in a good way, in a positive way, Leo. And then we also have, look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So that's interesting. So some of you need to look at your patterns definitely when it comes to relationships. And that might not just be romantic relationships, any relationships, friendships, family relationships. So some of you need to look at your relationships definitely. And maybe how you handle a situation could be significant for some of you. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. So you're a Leo. You definitely have that inner strength. For some of you, you could definitely be seeing someone. You could see their true colors here in the month of October. But definitely the way you handle this situation, I think, is going to be very significant for some of you. So make sure you're handling it, you know, the best way that you can, Leo. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you a wonderful month. Take care.